Okay, sorry about that. Let me sort out my life here. I have a full cup of tea. I don't need that anymore. Although I guess I can keep it in the seat in case I need it again another day, which might happen. Alright, that's still the fish are too big. They're not even that big in real life. They're pretty tiny fish. They're not baby fish, but they are pretty tiny fish. I can get all the way down like, yeah, there's fish down there. Alright. Good morning. Happy Hallows End Eve. How are you guys doing? Chai tea with coconut milk? Ooh, that sounds good. This is just English breakfast that I took off. I took the tea out of possibly a little bit too soon because I needed to sit here and start streaming. But it's actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be a little weak. It's pretty good. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello. Forgot the US does DST wrong. Oh, daylight savings time? I mean, I don't want to say I don't understand it because that's just not true. It's not that hard. But, like, I understand it practically, but I don't really know if it's really needed. I don't know. Seems to do more harm than good. People are going out on a Wednesday. We feed neighborhood strays. Most of them are black. I'm going to try and put out all kinds of knobs to keep them in our backyard. That's so nice of you. Hopefully they all do good and stay safe. Morning. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Fish. Hazel, you listen to Norma Jean. Like the song? or is there a band? I may be missing something. The volume pretty low. It should be normal. Volume should be totally normal. Or at least mostly normal. I do have a little bit... I haven't really figured out this new angle yet. I did get a pop filter on this thing. It's not completely effective if I'm talking directly into it, but it does mostly do the trick if I'm kind of talking over it like I would be on stream. So hopefully that's alright. I think my light might be a little bit too bright, but that's okay. There's no amount of flattering lighting that's going to hide, like, my eye bag situation, so I'm not even going to worry about it. How are you doing today? Casper Bull, I am, what's the word? I'm experiencing my pre-BlizzCon, trip anxiety, I guess you could call it. I've been having a time. Get the mount. I need something to brighten my day. I will do my best. And I have some thoughts on the mount thing, and these thoughts are going to boil down to a lot of you guys were right, and I should have listened to you earlier. Also, I think maybe if I'd like tilt it this way, I don't know. So I am going to do Zul'Gurub runs to try for the Raptor, but that doesn't quite, like, it takes us like exactly an hour, basically as early as they let us run more, whatever, right? Like, as soon as they let me back in for the 11th run, after the 10 per hour lockout expires, I'm pretty much good. Also, I would open I don't know if I have a cache this week. I think I may have actually missed my first, my recent first Mythic Plus. I had a good string of them going on, and I think I didn't do it. Well, there's something in here. Did I do a 9? I might have done a 9. I didn't do a 10. I'll find out. What do we get? Mine Rat's Hand. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good cue that I don't know if I really need to be doing my weekly Mythic Plus anymore, at least for a while. What mount are you farming? We are looking for the Zul'Gurub Raptor mount. I should probably remember what it's called. I want to say Swift Rizashi Raptor, but I know that's like the old one, right? Armored Rizashi Raptor. We are trying to farm the Armored Rizashi Raptor, so I should get out there ASAP, because again, I need to start that cooldown going, and then we can chat and catch up and talk about our plans for the weekend. And I've been really looking forward to this stream for a couple of days because you guys have a way of making me feel better about stuff. Maybe it's just the human interaction, or air quotes human interaction. It's not a stream. There's nobody in my room. I mean, there's a fish back there. Heading to Stormwind flying south. But I've just been freaking out, and I'm really looking forward to just talking to people that are going to tell me that everything's going to be okay. I like K-pop. Have you heard of BAP? Yeah, of course. I'm not a super fan. I'm not super up on their latest stuff, but whenever they have a single that gets higher than, that makes the top charts, I will usually listen to it. Hair color still changing? It's always going to be changing. It is never going to look the same twice. Ever, ever, ever. It's fading. Although I did wash it this morning, so it may be even a little bit lighter. That mount doesn't fly. It may be even a little bit lighter than previously, because I just, did the whole, got it wet with the water and shampooed it out, and that's why it's really fluffy. It's too clean. It's very clean, so it's a little lighter. It's okay. We all have, no, I'm sure we all do. I don't know if that helps, though. Maybe it does. Do you have a battle pet that looks like Kira and Joker called Kira and Joker? I have my silver tabby cat. I'm flying the wrong way. My silver tabby cat is definitely called Kira. I'm pretty sure. So if I go here, silver. So yeah, I have Kira the silver tabby cat. Surprisingly enough, I don't have a Joker dog, but I think that's because aside from maybe like a wolf pet, I could name one of these things Joker. That's probably the closest one, but you know, they all have names. They all have names. I'm not going to just dename a pet. So, yeah, he's out of luck. Maybe a fox, you know. He's a slightly fox-looking dog. Are any of my foxes unnamed? He's like a black and white fox. There's that one. Is there like a proper black? There we go. There we go. Joker. Done. It is something that I tend to do in other games. Like if a game ever gives me a dog or a cat, mostly the cat. I don't actually usually think to name dogs Joker. I wonder if that means I love him less. I hope not. He's my buddy. We good. I am not happy with something. I don't know what to turn. Maybe I'll turn it down. I feel like I'm a little too bright. How's that? I don't know. I probably just made it worse. Spacebar, some mounts. I love animations. I'd have to be landed for that, and in a not flying zone for these ones. Want to buy a GQ, not taking forever to get to. How long does that one take? How long does the GQ mount farm take to do per run? If you meet fans at BlizzCon, would you say hello? Of course, of course. Anybody. So every year, I hear people saying on Twitter like. Not about me, because I've never been, and I'm not a thing. But other like streamers and YouTubers and whatever will have tweets about how people message them later saying that they saw them at the convention and were too scared to say hi. Don't do that. I mean, like, don't feel like you have to just because. Don't feel like you have to if you don't want to. I don't want to bother anybody, but if you would like to come say hi and you see me and I'm not like immediately drowning or. I'm probably not drowning. There's probably no like lakes there. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, come say hi. I might be awkward just because I don't know how to talk to people, but I would love to try. I hope you have a blast at BlizzCon. Sending luck for a mount drop today. Thank you. Hello from Slovakia. Happy Tuesday stream. Stream on Twitch. No plans for that for the foreseeable present. I might change my mind one day. We'll see. I doubt it. Still studying at university, so I can't really watch, but I'll listen to your stream in the car ride back home. I look forward to it. I will see you after class then. Drinking English breakfast with pumpkin spice this morning. That sounds good. I mean, that's something that I don't really mess with much. Usually, if it's a flavored tea, it already comes with the spices for me. And then if it's not a flavored tea, I just have it as it is. Like, I might milk or sugar it depending on what it is, but I won't, I'm not gonna, like, throw in some Cajun pepper or anything. But I've never really, I mean, I guess I put cinnamon in hot chocolate, but that's not tea. That's an interesting concept. What kind of music do you like? There's music that I enjoy, and then there's music that I actively put into my playlists and listen to all the time. So I'll enjoy basically anything, almost. I'm very open-minded, and I've been through a lot of different music phases in my life. In high school, I was very into metal, and some death metal and some emo music, but mostly metal. That was like my whole high school, and I thought I would never listen to anything different, and then my taste widened after that to include pretty much everything. It's all good. But the things that I actually actively put in my playlist are almost 100% K-pop. I'm not even ashamed. It's catchy. Can I join your mount runs? I do all my mount runs on my own. I don't have a really good reason for it, but that's just kind of how I do. First time tuning in from Toronto. Welcome, NeuroGod1. Shout out to all of my fellow Canadians out there. What do you use to stream and make videos with? OBS for both of those as far as recording my gameplay and my camera goes. It is the most wonderful piece of software that is free that I've ever used in my life. There's a couple of close runners-up. Audacity is a good runner-up, but nothing really beats OBS for being not only the best solution, but also open source and free. It's the best one that I know. Okay. Mount runs are very zen for me and my army of alts. Super excited. This is my 6th BlizzCon. Very awesome. No stress. Best con ever. I'm sure that if I go to a few of them, that once I kind of figure out what I'm doing and what my plan is and what to expect, I will have less stress. It's just because this is all new. This is all super, super new. And, I don't really know people. Like, I've got one buddy that's going to come and hang out with me sometimes, like, from somebody that I queue with. And aside from that, like, I think I've been making this worse myself, because one thing that I've been doing to try and absorb how people are supposed to do BlizzCon and conventions is just, like, devouring Twitter feeds of personalities and YouTubers and streamers and whatever that are doing, like, TwitchCon or, like, past BlizzCons, and watching people's past BlizzCon VoDs and, you know, Twitter videos and Twitter feeds and whatever. And it feels like, and maybe this is just because I'm getting the social media version of it, but it feels like everybody already knows everybody and they're already friends. And I feel like I switched schools and now I don't know anybody and I'm just trying to find a partner for science class, but I don't know what I need from this. Also, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna keep doing these Zilgarub runs, but I do want to talk a little bit about, actually, now that I've done the first one, my cooldown's technically ticking, so I can hop on this for a second and see if the Warbringer's at. I need more alts to do more mount runs. It's a good reason. It's like my favorite reason to level alts because it's so low pressure. I used to have this huge guilt that I would hold in my heart every time I was leveling a new alt because I knew on some level that I wasn't really going to play it. But with mount runs and other things like that, you don't have to play it. All you have to do is have it, and then you can benefit from it for things like mount runs or pet battle world quests, you know, that kind of thing. So, I really like that. So yeah, the thing that I want to kind of experiment with on mount runs to kind of at least supplement the ones that are, what do you call it, don't take that long, like my Zul'Gurub runs we're usually done like an hour, and at least this morning, I do want to stream longer than that because I have a video that's coming out later today that I did yesterday, but aside from that, I don't know if I'm going to finish anything else before I leave for BlizzCon. Which sounds silly, but I am reserving all of tomorrow for packing, planning, and freaking out, and maybe doing some video stuff. But I also need to like clean the aquariums, and there's just a bunch of stuff I need to do. So I'm not making videos tomorrow, which means that today's kind of what I got, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I might just give up and stream for a really long time. I'm porting to the Vale because I'm trying to fly to the Shaw of Anger spawn point to see if he's up. Okay, I'm gonna try and catch up. What kind of metal? This was oh man, I don't want to name anything because it might be, I might be not cool. I mean, I'm obviously not cool anymore, but it's a long time ago. Why did you stop streaming on Twitch? Is YouTube a better platform for you? I did a video that kind of goes through the pros and cons of both platforms and wraps up why I prefer YouTube, but it is a more enjoyable platform for me, both technically and as far as the community that I get here, and the way that it integrates with YouTube, which I'm already kind of doing full-time anyways. It just made more sense for me. I've never liked tea. Maybe you haven't found the right one yet. Do you know a sweet tea that you can start out with? I would start, so if you've never tried it and you're more used to like coffee drinks or like sweet coffee drinks like you would get at a Starbucks or something, or juice or soda or whatever, I would start with like a fruity high flavor one and then have it with milk, definitely with milk, and then sweeten it with like tea or sweeten it with more tea. Sweeten it with sugar or sweetener or something. That's going to get you, I think, the thing that's closest to what you're looking for. It's going to have that caffeine kick, but it's also going to have a lot of flavor and be really sweet. So if you're more into fruits, I would just pick your favorite fruit and then try to find a decent black tea that includes that, and then again, milk and sugar. Or if you're more a spice person, like maybe a nice chai tea, like a good spicy chai tea, but with like whole milk or even a little bit of cream and then some spices and a little brown sugar. I like brown sugar in chai. That's pretty good. New allied races are you hoping for? Give me centaurs. It's not going to happen, but I would like it. If someone has a chance to visit Canada, are there places you would recommend or what time of year? My mom wants me to take her, but I don't know where to start. Depends on what kind of things you guys are into. Like if you want to do outdoorsy hiking, like nature stuff, I would definitely go. And again, I didn't travel much, so I only really know about the place where I'm from, which is Vancouver Island, on the west coast of BC, which is an excellent place to visit. So you know you're off to a good start. But yeah, so I would say summer over winter. Winter's good if you just want to be cold. All right, Shaw's not up right now. I will check back on this in a bit because I found out the mob world bosses, Undasta, Shaw of Anger, and Galleon, have a 15-minute spawn rain these days. Why did nobody, like, how do I miss these things? I feel so out of the loop lately. I need to, I don't know, maybe I just need a, like... I need a method for, I need an organized method for keeping up on all this stuff because I feel bad when I don't know things. That's all I have to do. That's my whole job is to know things. Whenever I don't know anything, I take it very personally. All right, so we are going to hop back over and do our second Zilgrub run for an armored Raptor. Sounds like rampant imposter syndrome. Yeah, but like, I get imposter syndrome if you have like an actual job. The thing about YouTube is that it's like, I'm not gonna say, I don't think I invented the job of being a YouTuber, but I kind of invented my own version of it where like, I just pretended I had a job and then hoped that people would eventually pay me. So I feel like any imposter syndrome is wildly warranted. Have fun while you're in California. So much to see if you have time. So what should I go see? Because I have an extra day. Like I'm not coming home until Monday because I wanted just some wiggle room at the end of the trip to just like actually have a day off on vacation. And I have no idea how to have vacation. I don't know what to go see. Like there's a bunch of things, like there's Disneyland there. There's the Harry Potter world. I'm into that. There's, I don't know, cat cafes. I don't know how hard it is to get into LA from Anaheim. Don't freak out, relax, breathe. I mean, I try. I try. That is step one. That is the first thing that I try. You're cool to me. If you can stop by a grocery store, it'll help fill in food gaps. That is one of my first missions, is to find a grocery store or a gas station or something where I can at the very least buy... actually, you know what? I need to go... You're right. Dalaran, Karazhan, and then fly. No, I have my Hearthstone. No, not in this character. The rest of my characters have a Hearthstone set out there. This one doesn't. I need to find some milk. Literally on my Google Calendar is land, get to the hotel, find milk, because, and maybe you can get it from the hotel. I don't know. I don't want to ask. I hate asking people for stuff. It makes me want to die inside. Because I'm going to be making tea in my hotel room. I like brought a travel kettle and like a mug, and I'm going to bring some tea so that I can at least have a cup of tea that I'm used to. But I need milk for it. I can't just have black tea without milk. Nilzars, thanks for the super chat. Hazel, I just got to say that you did a good job in choosing the material in the 100K shirt. Don't freak out over BlizzCon. At least you don't have to fly to the US to go to it. Keep up the awesome work. Love it. Thank you. I super appreciate the note about the shirts. It was very important to me, and I'm really glad that you like it. I am grateful. As I was devouring other people's like past BlizzCon vlogs to kind of see what's expected and what the things, what it is. As I was going through all that, I was watching some from people that did have to fly from like Europe and Australia and Karazhan. Where's Karazhan? There it is, on the right. I know what's up. And they have to deal with not only like a crazy long flight, but jet lag. And at least I won't have jet lag. I may feel like I have jet lag because I'm not getting much sleep between now and the end of it. I've already had a couple nights that are just not happening. But, oh man. I had like 3 running nights of BlizzCon related nightmares, different nightmares. And all the nightmares were just like everything possible going wrong with my schedule. Just everything that could go wrong went wrong. And I had 3 separate nights full of different and unique dreams about that. Oh boy. Have you heard of Ascension? I might have seen a note about it. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention. I'm pretty unplugged when it comes to MMOs that are not WoW. Oh, that is WoW. Not really into that. Victoria is beautiful, but as a Haligonian, gotta recommend Nova Scotia and the East Coast. I think I would love to visit the East Coast. I've never been farther east than Toronto, and I only did Toronto once, and I didn't care for it. It was June, for whatever reason, it was like 40 degrees Celsius. I didn't know that happened. And it was incredibly, again, flying the wrong way, humid. So it was 40 degrees, which is Fahrenheit, I don't know, 100 and something. Hot, possibly closer to 110. And super humid, like you go outside and you're immediately just damp. Didn't care for that, that wasn't fun. Harry Potter World is my vote. Go to the beach in November, is that a thing? Hi Hazel, I moved to a new guild. I've been raiding more. I went from 336 to 347 in 2 weeks. I'm so happy. Nice. Congratulate, Knight. That's awesome. Is your husband going with you? No, he's got to stay and, I mean, he doesn't gotta, but he's going to stay and look after all the animals. And that is one thing that is a huge stress off my mind, is that I don't have to worry about somebody that I don't know looking after them, especially the dog. The dog is very hard to get to board or to have somebody watch him because of his anxiety problems. He's a screamer. Maybe he gets it from us. Took Kiwi hubby to Nova Scotia for the first time and he wants to move there. Yeah, no, we can't kennel Joker. We've tried it before. He's fine as long as there's other dogs around. So if we do like a day camp, like if we want to go out for dinner, we got like an appointment we have to go to. We take him to a PetSmart or whatever and just do the day thing where he gets to play with other dogs in a room in a pet store. And he's fine with that, but as soon as they try to put him in an actual kennel or leave him alone, he will scream bloody murder until it's over, which is, in some cases, all night. The one time that we actually did a test run and left him overnight at a place, and it was a very nice kennel. It was like family owned, lots of dogs, huge place for them to run around all day, get super exhausted. It was great. But when we picked him up, he had lost his voice. He like was trying to whine and he couldn't even anymore. He had been trying all night to the point that he couldn't make sound. He was just like kind of croaking at us. So it was kind of heartbreaking. We can't do that. Kara is the goat. We can stop that convo now. What? Hi Hazel, how are you? Hey Calming Night, I'm doing all right. I am glad that you guys are here to hang out. Target has a good grocery section also. Is there a Target nearby? That would be a good one. Watching your streams helps with depression. Glad you're here with us. I can't play WoW anymore, so you are my outlet from now on. Thank you. No problem. Got milk? I'm gonna try and get some milk. And, I mean, I could take that, like, overboard and also get, like, cereal and then, like, some, like, noodle packs or whatever, and then I can do breakfast and dinners in my hotel room, but if I enable myself too much to not leave, then I just won't, and that's not good. That's not the point. If you want to go to Disneyland, I'd be more than happy to email you a ticket. How does that work? Do you work there? Do you own it? Are you Mickey Mouse? How can you have jet lag in the same time zone? I can't, that's the thing. I won't. I'm just saying that I might be tired because I haven't been sleeping much, but I won't be jet lagged, and I'm grateful that I don't have to cross time zones. How to get to BlizzCon from Sweden? A very long plane ride from what I understand. Quit for a while. YouTubers brought me back. Thanks, Hazel. No problem. Good brand for chai tea lattes like Starbucks in the UK. Hopefully somebody can help you out with that. On EU servers, they're so camped, so logging out that far will never give you a chance to tag it. They're out for like 2 to 5 seconds each spawn. I found it varies based on the different servers. That alt that I have is actually on a lower pop server specifically for boss farming like that. Because I had a boost and I didn't have anything else to do with it, so I just boosted a mage on a different server. Sounds like Arizona, hot all around. Thoughts on Toronto defined. Oh, is that the Overwatch League team? Did they announce the name of it? Because, I mean, it's not Vancouver. Like, it's Canadian, but it's not Vancouver. Unless that's not Overwatch League, in which case I have no idea. Notice me, Senpai. Let's see here. 13 years of trying to get the Headless Horseman mount feels bad. Oh, no. Oof. You must visit Moose Jaw. They have a giant moose. Let's see. The kennel our dog went to was awesome. Barn filled with couches for the dogs. Pack sleeping. Oh, that does sound fun. I wonder if he would be okay with that. I wonder if it would work. I don't know. He's a special case. He's also getting very grumpy as he gets older, and he's a little pickier about which dogs he will keep in his company. Specifically puppies. Like, if there was a puppy and they were trying to pack sleep, he would just bite it. He just chews on puppies. Like, he doesn't hurt them, but he is so grumpy and he doesn't want anything to do with them. Can you leave Joker for 2 hours to go see a movie? Do you have to send him to a day camp for that too? You cannot leave him for 2 hours. No, we don't see movies. We, either if one of us has to go out, the other person stays home. And I don't drive, so it's always me. Or we board him if we absolutely have to go out. But it's expensive. Like, that's, like, you're already going out for a night. And then it's another, like, 30 or something, $30 odd. Oh, hey, I sold a thing. To board the dog, so we just end up not going. Visit the wild animal park, see the hummingbird exhibit. You get to walk inside with them. How far away is that? Because that sounds up my alley. Animals are something I'm probably going to miss a lot of. And San Diego Wild Animal Park. San Diego. Like, we're not anywhere close to there, I don't think. Isn't that like a whole other city? I don't really California very well, but that sounds far. That sounds like a really expensive Uber. All right, so I am hurthing to Fort Livingston because I prepared. Also, note, I am using my lovely BlizzCon 2018 key art mug that they sent me, but I just want to note that if anybody sees this and they're like, wow, cool, I want one. You can get them on the gear store, but no, it is not microwavable and it is not dishwasher safe. And that's weird, right? Like, it's a printed mug. It's, if you're interested in it, it's awesome and it's nice and big. But it is a hand wash mug, and I don't know why, but it says on the bottom, literally printed on the bottom, do not put this in the microwave. Do not dishwasher it. We recommend hand washing only with your finest linens. It's good to know. Ask the desk where to get milk, part of their job. Let's make up a small carton of half and half. Acreage for them to run around in. A swimming pool? Dang, that sounds like dog-eat Disneyland. A few blocks towards Disneyland, there's a CVS. Then you won't have too much milk. I can't put half and half in tea, though. Skim milk specifically. I am very picky. I'm kind of high maintenance. I'm starting to realize as I plan for travel just how high maintenance I am. I'm a little bit of a nightmare. Target's right across the street. Oh, that's good. I know how to shop at Target. That's a thing that I know how to do. I work for Disney World. They give us free tickets. Oh, wow. I'll keep that in mind. I don't really know. I'm really bad at planning stuff. I don't know if we're doing that or not. The things that I'm mostly interested in Disney are mostly walking around at downtown Disney. When I went to Disney World in Florida, as a teenager, one of the things that I remember getting that I enjoyed was I got a little tin of this Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter's tea, and it was just like a nice tea blend. It wasn't anything crazy. It was probably a little overpriced for what it was, but it was in a cute tin, and it was nice tea, and I would totally buy a cute tin of like Disney-themed tea, and I can probably get that from downtown Disney without even needing a ticket. Who else is not excited about BlizzCon because it involves a lot of travel? I don't want to say I'm not excited. I think I'm so excited that it's causing me physical distress. I've been breaking, you can't tell, I'm wearing a lot of makeup, but I've been breaking out in ways that are driving me insane. And I was trying, oh no, you don't know because I haven't put it out yet. I made a video, a real short one, super short, straight to the point, not that hard. Should have taken me like 4 hours tops. And I didn't get done until like midnight last night because I was just spent the entire day just like immediately thinking something. Oh, I should check this. Oh, I should check this. I think I just need to do my planning early. Maybe I'll do that today. Maybe instead of taking all of tomorrow for planning, I'll finish my planning today. So that I at least have everything. I know where I have all my, like, I just need to be really, really organized. And then at least I'll know where all my stuff is and like what all my plans are, where my itinerary is, and I'm organizing everything into spreadsheets because that's making me feel better. So maybe I'll just finish doing that today. Like try on all my outfits, make sure that nothing has holes in it that I wasn't expecting, that kind of thing. All right, so that's no on that one. We can teleport back. He's back up now. Are you aware that you have a voice pack in DBM? Yes, I did create that. It would have been a remarkable feat, possible, but a remarkable feat for somebody to make that without my knowledge. Earth's Mount still the love rocket? I would not be surprised. That sounds true. That sounds 100% true. Nova Scotia for the win. Don't talk to me about the love rocket. I've completely given up on the love rocket. I have written it out of my plan. Let's hop back over and check on the shop. The Headless Horseman mount hasn't been out 13 years. Food, I want some. Oh, man. And I know this is how it works. I'm hoping it's how it works. I really want to make some friends. And I'm just hoping I still remember how. It's been a while. You know, you're in school and you make some friends because you like take classes together and that's fine. Or like you're in extracurriculars while you're in school. Or you make friends at work. Like I've had a couple of different sets of friends in my life, but they were all based on either school or work, and they were all in Canada. And then I left the country. Like, what, 4 or 5 years ago? Not 5, but 4 or so years ago, I left Canada, and I haven't really made friends here because I don't have those circles. Like, I work alone from home. Hang on, would I just fly away? I think I'm flying the wrong way. So, I never made new friends, and now I'm worried that I don't have my making friend muscles anymore. This is the spawn point, right? I was right at it. Why did I leave? Maybe he'll be up soon. Is there like a thing that happens when he's spawning? Is that it? Is that the thing that happens when he's spawning? Is he gonna happen? Mr. Angry Man, I would be delighted if I got your mount. But yeah, I'm totally down to weave in more of these world boss runs. Like, I'll probably swing down and try for Galleon and maybe head north to check on Undasta, just because, I didn't realize they spawned so easily. Like, I could feasibly, not in a stream, but just over the course of a while, I could feasibly, do them on alts. Like, not just a one character, but I could take my alts through a world boss. It would probably, again, it probably would not be really a stream thing. But also, I should get those bonus rolls. So, well, it wouldn't be a stream thing, but I would be able to, log in on an alt at a spawn point site until I find it up and then kill it and then start working on the next one. San Diego's about 2 hours away. Yeah, that's a real expensive Uber. What personality does your cat Kira have? She is very, very affectionate. Super, super cuddly, very friendly. She's always checking on you. She will like come and tap on your shoulder. She'll climb up on your lap. She'll take naps with you. She's very predictable. She loves very specific things. So if you're folding laundry, she will always be on the bed with you while you're folding laundry, and then you give her a sock to thwap at. That's a cute tradition that we do. She hates the vacuum. If you're vacuuming, she's going to be under a couch or a bed, but she'll come out like as soon as you're done because she knows the drill. But yeah, she's real sweet. Sweet baby. Anyone know when BlizzCon is? It's this weekend. It starts on Friday. It lasts Saturday. There is some other stuff happening Thursday. It's this weekend. The Munich Zoo has a bird section where you can chill with the birds. I feel like the Portland Zoo had something like that. There was like a bird section you could go into. San Diego's a 4-hour drive. LA traffic, how bad could it be? I don't know. Disneyland is better than Disney World, which is weird because the Florida park is larger. I've never been to the California park, so I'd have to find out if it's true. The thing that I really liked about the Florida park was the Animal Kingdom, which you don't have in California because you don't have the huge park. Wasn't the Zilgrub Mountain made unobtainable? They added new ones. So the original ones, the Swift Raptor is not obtainable anymore, I don't think. Maybe they stick on the black market auction house, but I don't know. But the armored Raptor, they added new ones. So they added from Zilgrub, a Swift Zulian Panther and an armored Raptor. So they're not the same mount. Like the old Zulian one was the Tiger, right? You can't get that one, but you can get this off of the Panther boss. And then Mandicure has a chance to drop this thing, and that was added in Cataclysm. Morning, Hazel. I just finished breakfast. Morning, Savannah. Also, speaking of the cat, you want to come say hi? I know you're coming up here. You may as well just do it. Come on. Hi. Yeah, very cuddly cat. Just finished my Zul'Gurub grind. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm headed the right way. This way. Now I'm working on the Invincible grind. Use your lockout share video. It has to be a little different since no auto accept. It's more annoying now for sure. You definitely, like, you got to do the whole log out, log in, log out, log in. Repeat 19,000 times. Back from riding a bike to the dollar store for Halloween treats for my son's friend. What a reward for exercise. Nice. I'm a little mad at myself because I forgot to put on my smartwatch this morning, which means that if I want to keep up like my perfect workout streak, I'm going to have to do a workout again because I realized, like, as I was already outside halfway through my workout that I didn't have my watch on. So, you know, if my phone doesn't know that I exercised, did it really happen? What do you guys recommend for a mount to start farming? Like if you want one that you're just going to get really quickly, or if you actually want like a farm mount, because for farm mounts, I would say pick your favorite dungeon mount. Those are like really fun grinds to do. You can do them more often. Like you can do them once per day per character. So if it's a heroic dungeon, and then if it's not a heroic dungeon, like the Baron Rivendare mount, you can just run that 10 times an hour if you want. So it's less limiting than the raid mounts. So I would say pick a dungeon mount that you like. I have a friend that got the love rocket on her first ever Valentine's holiday. Oof. Chai is worth making at home. Simmer the spices for at least an hour. That I've never done. I've made it like in a pot with warmed milk before, but I don't know if I've ever simmered spices for an hour. That sounds like more work than I'm usually willing to put into stuff. Drink a lot, you will make tons of friends. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I'm lucky in that it's very inexpensive for me to party because I will have one drink. And then I'm good. I'm having a great time for the rest of the night. I don't require any more, and I probably shouldn't have it. So, that's another thing that I just want to throw out there is, please don't, I'm not going to drink anything that I didn't, like, see get made myself or anything that I've left alone. That's just smart for everybody to do. That's just a smart policy to have. So please don't, like, buy me drinks and bring me them because I won't be able to drink them. And I'll feel really sad because I hate saying no to stuff, but I will be saying no to that one. Denio Shaw only has one spawn point now? Yeah, that's nice. Hard to find real friends. You have 558 friends currently. Most friends I make are from MTH tournaments or D&D at my local game store. MTH. Magic the... I mean, maybe you meant MTG? I don't know what MTH is. If you meant to type MTH, I don't know what that is. If I was going to BlizzCon, I'd love to become your friend. I'm also in a friendless time in my life. It's the best place to make friends. You're already there to celebrate games you love. It's so easy to strike up a conversation. Hoping so. That one line from, I think it was Mike Morheim, that said that it's, you know, BlizzCon's just full of friends that you haven't met yet. I'm really clinging to that. Humans are overrated. I know the feeling. I haven't had an IRL friend since 2014. Yeah, I don't... Some people might be able to cope with it better than others. I don't think it's good for me. I'm hoping it's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. It's good. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a great time. All I have to do is go and not die. That's it. Like, I mean, there's other things that I'm going to try to do, but those are the only important ones, right? Like, as long as I don't die, and that's highly unlikely. There's very few things that will literally kill you. It's gonna be fine. Friends are too expensive. Friends come in handy when you need to be bailed out of the drunk tank or help moving. I can't say that I've ever had to be bailed out of a drunk tank. I tend to drink at home already, but I definitely when you need help moving, that's a big one. You can loot the world bosses once a week per character. Who needs friends when you have a billion pets? I see that you've caught on to my strategy. Can someone link the BlizzCon schedule? I've been trying to find it, having trouble. I don't have the link handy, but I just go to blizzcon.com and there should be a big schedule button on the header bar. That's how I've been getting to it. Kitty is beautiful. Aw, thank you. Are you playing Classic? I will play it for like 10 minutes and then I'll get mad, then I'll never touch it again. Hello, fellow animal and tea person. Hello. How are you? What kind of animals do you have? I'm not going to do it because I don't want to be weird, but I'm going to be restraining the urge to walk around and ask people about their pets because that's like, just, I don't know. I love hearing people talk about their pets because they're usually like more, they're just, so cute. Especially if they have pictures. Google the hummingbird exhibits. Currently running Dragon Soul Heroic. This is at 159. I still don't have any of the 3 mounts. Ooh, that's some bad luck. That's rough. Starting the Ice Crown tournament dailies for mounts. Any tips? Yeah, assuming that they haven't changed anything recently, you don't have to do the jousting. You can start the jousting, get off your horse, and just kill the person with normal attacks. It's not very sportsmanlike, but it does get the daily quest done, or at least that was the case in, like, Cataclysm or Mop. Ravenlord's a good one. Just emailed you a ticket. Use it, enjoy. If not, worry it won't go to waste. Maybe the other streamers will invite you to go, and you'll be set. Thank you, Jamie. That's so nice. That's actually super helpful in case if I actually do go. I'm trying to save money and I'm doing a terrible job of it so far. The Blink shopping opened yesterday. You guys see that? If any of you have BlizzCon tickets, like if you're going, you can now order your BlizzCon, like specific BlizzCon merchandise, which is different than the stuff they sold. I'm getting wrecked here. Different than the stuff that they sell online. Hang on. I can't talk and play. There we go. So you can buy it online, and I've never done this, but I'm assuming it's easy. You buy it online. I mean, I did do it. I just haven't picked it up yet. And then you have like an order and you have a barcode, and then you can pick it up at the convention and they like guarantee that you'll get your stuff. There's reports online that may or may not work as well as it says it does, but it's a nice thought. So I ordered some stuff. And, because I figure, you know, if it does sell out, it might not go in the gear store. I would prefer to order it to be shipped to my home because then I don't have to go home with it, especially because all of the things that I bought are squishy. Like there's Alliance and Horde pillows. I didn't get the Horde one because I'm not some kind of a faction trader. But I got the Alliance one. It's going to be like a big squishy pillow. And then there's like plushies and I got both of those. And there's like this Hearthstone pillow. And I don't know how, like I'm going to have to make my luggage like kind of empty on the way there. So to make sure that I can fit all this stuff on the way back. Any chance that you'll get more WoW leggings and maybe show them? No plans right now. I have a good amount of them. I want to see Hazel, Talius, and Evitel frolicking in Disneyland. Don't drink or eat anything people might give you, just good policy. And I just want to clear that beforehand because I really don't want anybody to, like, I'm sure that none of you are trying to do anything. I just, it's just a good safety policy. I tend to be a little on the more paranoid side about stuff like that, and it seems like a decent thing to do. What kind of video is this? This one? This is a live stream where I'm interacting, air quotes, live with chat. I'm usually a little bit behind, but I try to read as many messages as I can. And I'm doing something very easy in the game that I can do while chatting with you guys. That's kind of the idea. Is it weird that I play WoW and never raid? Not at all. I've gone entire expansions with absolutely no raiding whatsoever. 2 big dogs, 2 cats, 3 snakes, and an angelfish tank. Oh man, that sounds like a dream home. That sounds like the best thing. Do your cats get, like, I mean, maybe you just don't keep them in the same room, but did the cats give the snakes trouble when you're, like, if you have the snake out to clean a snake enclosure, or if you're just handling your snake, Do you have to have the cats in another room, or do the cats, like, leave the snake alone? I want to know what that interaction's like, because that's a thing that has crossed my mind if I was ever considering getting a snake, which I'm not, but if I did. I just got a 6-week-old kitten rescue, so BlizzCon is off the schedule for me. Looking forward to watching him turn into my WoW lap cat. That's awesome. Congrats, that sounds so cute. Why is anxiety a problem if it doesn't affect you physiologically? It does, though. It does. Peach mentioned, who's Peach? On a live stream that he's doing something with BlizzCon, and the interesting thing is he actually said that you'll be able to bring the mod from Classic to retail. That was the one. Oh, that's interesting. Do I want, like, Classic Mog is kind of like, you know, also, this mount doesn't fly. It's a crazy ice monster. It can take off its own head. It can't fly. All right. What else do we got? This one doesn't fly. Do I have no flying mounts in my bar? Oh, I have random favorite mount. That's the one. That'll do. Why don't you use Holy Nova? These are just, why? Hang. Something's up here. These are just mount farming alts, and I'm not very good at them. That was the one thing I want to be able to bring back from the Classic experience. Y'all don't have Uber? We have Uber. I've only used it twice. I used it to and from the airport on my last BlizzCon trip. And I was like real awkward both times, but I think it's fine. Picking up a guildie at 5 on Wednesday from LAX if you need a ride. Oh, I'm definitely planning on just Ubering too. Hotel. I'd love to raid, but I think I play WoW badly. I know I'm not alone in that either. There's different levels of raiding though, and the thing about raiding is that as you do it, assuming that you're paying some attention and you're giving it some effort, you're going to get better at it, and that lets you step up to higher levels of raiding. Hi Hazel. Hey Dimitar. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but hello. How are you doing? Rooting for the Alliance is I disagree. New fan here. Do you have a Twitch? I have one. It's very inactive, and I'm not planning on switching back to it anytime soon. I do stream twice weekly here on YouTube. I'm a stream platform hipster that way. These pigmen in Dressed are scary. Yep. Yep. A little bit. I kind of hate that pigs have been kind of ruined for me as an animal because they're so heavily featured in horror imagery that I haven't ever actually met a pig, like, in person. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and met a pig. Maybe as, like, a tiny child at a petting zoo. But I'm sure they're cute, and I'm sure that they're friendly, and I'm sure that they have their own agendas. I mean, maybe not. I don't know how smart pigs are. I think they're pretty smart, right? Like, aren't they, like, people? Well, no, like, genetically close to people. Like, people, like, they're used in medicine testing because they're, I don't know what I'm saying. But they also scream like people when they die. I don't know. Pigs have been ruined for me. And I would like to meet a nice pig to change my opinion on pigs because I'm sure they're great and I just need to meet some nice ones. When is BlizzCon? This weekend. I got 2 kitties on Saturday. Congrats. How do you get the dragons in this game? There are a lot of dragons. There's also drakes. And depending on how much of a person who likes to be really specific about stuff is, you may or may not consider drakes to be dragons. There are more drake mounts than dragon mounts, but there are mounts that I believe count as... no, I guess maybe all the dragon mounts are drakes. Are there any dragon mounts that are actual dragons? Like, I know there's different models. Like, if you go to the Lifebinder's Handmaiden, for example, I think, yeah, so she is a pupil of Alexstrasza, which would imply to me that that's a dragon and not a drake. But then you have the Blazing Drake, which has the word drake in its name and has the exact same model in a slightly different color. So I don't really know what the deal with that is. Oh, man. I used to be a snake breeder for years and years. Some of the employees would bring their cats to the shop, never had any issues. Mostly the cats just stayed away. Oh, that's good to know. And it's one of those things that I feel like wouldn't be even a concern 90% of the time because your snake's in their enclosure and your cat's not. It's kind of like the fish. People go, well, doesn't your cat eat your fish? It's like, well, I don't really let my cat in the fish tank. Okay. I need to have a little more tea. My cats don't like to pay attention to me while I'm gaming. How can I change this? I think your first mistake is trying to change a cat. They have a reputation for being stubborn. I'm sure some cats can change. The only method that has ever been any kind of effective for me in behavior modification for my cat is bribing her with treats. We actually managed to teach her how to sit. So she knows sit. She's good with that one. Because we give her treats every single time. So if she's doing something, or if he or she's doing something that you want them to do, like if they do come over, like just keep treats by your gaming setup. And then if your cat does come over and say hi, then you bribe them. And then maybe they do it again. The male human icon on your map, there's none in mine. Is that add-on related? Probably, but I'm not sure exactly which one you're talking about. Might have missed it. They think the snakes are fascinating, but they stay cautiously back. Corn snakes, nothing huge. Have a separate snake carrier to keep safe while I clean. Oh, okay, interesting. A snake carrier. That's one thing that I've always kind of wondered about, is where people put their snakes while they're cleaning their enclosures. Like you could have a second one. You could have like a bin. You could like find a small child to just like wrap it around for a while. I don't know. I didn't finish the VoD from your last mount run. What mount did you get to get the Frost Core? I got the Bone White Primal Raptor, the one that you turn in 10,000 bones on the Isle of Giants for. We bought a bunch of bones. I also found out later on that the Poseidus mount, much easier to get these days, and I just bought one because it was only 10k, and for me that is worth not having to even go out to Vizir. I don't care how easy it is to get once you get there. That's worth not even making the trip for me. What would you do if your Uber turned out to be a viewer? I would probably say hi. Should Shadow Priest have a spell called Unholy Nova? No, I don't want melee AoE. That sounds like the worst idea. I mean, not the worst idea. I've heard some pretty bad ideas, but I'm not down for that. Thanks for doing the stream. No problem. Isn't it silly that the Raven Lord can't fly? Kind of, yeah. I only just finished up Siege of Borealis last night. The last boss caused issues. I haven't done it. That's actually part of the reason why I only did a 9 last week, was because the 10 key that they got was a Siege of Borealis. I was like, well, I haven't unlocked that one. Bye. I'm gonna go have dinner. I haven't unlocked it yet. I'm probably going to eventually, but you know, it's one of those things where you feel like if you leave it too late, maybe you should just pretend that it never happened and just like avoid Siege of Borealis for the entire expansion, and then the next expansion will come out, and then I can just like, you know, I'll have made a clean getaway. I hope you have an awesome time at BlizzCon. My first BlizzCon experience has stuck with me, was definitely awesome. I have a Twitch mostly when I'm nervous. So hey, I want to catch up and chat before I start a story, because I know I'm going to talk for like 30 minutes. Not really, but I want to make sure that I'm not too behind. Pigs can be mean? I mean, I think, I haven't met a pig, so I can't justify their behavior because I don't know them. But I would assume that most things can be mean or nice depending on both the personality of the animal and the situation and circumstances in which you're treating it. I've noticed that there's some people in the world that think cats are mean, but they don't really know how to cat, or they're just not nice to cats. Pigs are super cute, at least the young ones. Pigs are adorable, hecka smart. The 8-1 priest changes make me want to level mine. The mind bomb and psychic scream changes to PvP. Pretty nice. Pigs are a lot like puppies. Hazel, would you like more Alliance or Horde? I am for the Alliance. I don't discriminate. We're all welcome here. We can all be friends, but I'm wearing blue shirts. Let's kind of forgot about that. Traffic is gonna suck. Thoughts on poutine for breakfast? I think that people should follow their hearts. Not for me, because gravy, it's not vegetarian, but you do you. You can train cats, takes about 4 times as long as dogs. Walnut brains? Cats? You said my cat has a walnut brain. My cat's a lot, well, I don't know which one of them is smarter. My cat has more like emotional intelligence, if you can say that. She, at least she knows that everything's gonna be all right. How many of your alts are boosted? You have so many in the Apple 100s. Have you leveled them all traditionally? I leveled that one. I leveled that one. I leveled that one. I leveled that one. That one. I boosted that one. I boosted the Death Knight. I leveled that. I leveled that. I leveled that and that. Did I boost my rogue? No, I leveled my rogue. I boosted that one. Okay, so we've gotten 3 boosts for free, right? Have I bought a boost? I don't think so. Maybe I bought this one. I might be forgetting one, but I think almost all of them have been leveled traditionally. Maybe my monk. I don't really remember. Almost all my alts have been leveled traditionally. Not recently. I have not had the time to level alts recently, but leveling alts was like my favorite WoW hobby. Oops. You could say. Sorry if that was loud. I just punched my mic with my straw. Leveling alts was my favorite thing to do in WoW, aside from the normal things you would do. I would do it more than anything else, especially through MoP and then Warlords. All of those alts were leveled in Warlords. I picked this new server kind of beginning of Warlords. Was when I started on Lightbringer, and I've just leveled everything from there. I didn't transfer anything onto it. Hazel, do you like BFA? I do. I'm having a great time BFA. Look up the bosses for SOB. Oh, for Siege of Borealis? Yeah. Yeah, I don't... Like, I will... The only way I'm going in blind is if I, like, unlock it and then don't have time to really look into it, and then I just get, like... I just find myself in a situation where I'm doing it, like that's the key, and we just go do it. That's how I did King's Rest. I didn't look up King's Rest at all before I went in and did it, but it went good. Although I had friends. I had friends that helped me through it. Aspen just went live. See ya, Hazel. Have a good time. Hope you're having an amazing time. BlizzCon, thank you. They do have brains about the size of walnuts. I know, it's probably true. It just doesn't sound very nice. I'm not a troll. I like to roll. Is this a wrap? Your Void Elf Priest Mog is awesome. Why, thank you. It's like half heritage armor with like a couple other pieces mixed into it because I really wanted to have cloth legs. Like a robe rather. Wrinkly brains make smarter creatures. The Alliance, bigger brains make for smarter. So if you have a big wrinkly brain, then you're really talking. Happy to catch the stream my way home from work. Will you be giving updates during BlizzCon? What's the best channel to follow? Welcome, Tia. So I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm doing. And if I get like stressed out or lost or just overwhelmed, which is very likely, I think that making content and posting updates is going to be the very first thing to go. So I don't want to promise that I'm going to be posting a whole lot because I don't know if I will. But I would say Twitter for tweets, if like news tweets or just like thoughts. Like if there's news, like my first reactions will probably be on Twitter. Hazelnuttygames on Twitter. And then like little video clips probably on my Instagram story, Hazelnutty Life on Instagram. And then I am going to try my best to record a video, like a BlizzCon vlog like everybody else does. I don't know if it's gonna be super exciting, but I'm gonna try and record just like some stuff, you know, like a normal convention vlog like everybody does. And then I also may have an opportunity. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. There might be more video content. And then the other thing that I know that I'm allowed to say actually is that on Friday, you know how like normally we do a Friday stream, but obviously this Friday I'm literally at BlizzCon. I might be able to do a Friday stream from BlizzCon. It'll be a little late, but there are streaming stations and I have been invited to do a streaming slot of streaming WoW, like live WoW. Mythic Dungeons I think is the specific thing from BlizzCon. So I should be, and I don't want to like guarantee a time because I don't know how long it's going to take me to figure out my life and figure out how everything works. But I should be able to go live on this stream sometime in the afternoon on Friday, probably pretty late, like between 4:30 and 6 or so. I should be able to do a little bit of a stream. Ashley, thanks for the super chat. I cannot believe you're going to be in my town. I hope you have so much fun at BlizzCon. The Anaheim Convention Center can get cold, so bring a jacket. Good tip, good tip. I'm gonna bring comfy shoes. I'm gonna bring, I think like a hoodie, right? Like I've heard that's the thing. Like you want a jacket that's warm and has a hood, but is also like light and small enough that you can stuff it in your backpack or tie it around your waist if you are too warm, because you want to be like flexible with your layering. That's the advice that I've been getting from people. I checked the weather forecast and I was floored by how warm it's supposed to be. Like it's gonna be like 80, and then at nights it's like 60. Like that's almost t-shirt weather. That's I responded to something you said, then I remember that I had you paused for a bit while I did something. Oh no. Hazel, you're the best. It'll take a couple weeks, mix it with other tasks. Oh, not going bonkers, getting rep for unlocking void ups. Yeah, Seth's got you with good advice. That's kind of all you can do. Or I think that if you procrastinate until 8.1, I heard something along the lines of, hang on, I've logged back into the same character. I heard something along the lines that they might be making it easier. I'll find out more about that. Sounds like a lot of fun for you while at BlizzCon. The streaming thing or the video thing? The streaming thing, I'm worried about it because I cannot attach any of my peripherals. I checked. So I can't have my mouse, and I can't have my gamepad. And I have been playing WoW on this thing, or something like it, for... When did Cataclysm come out? I got my first one in Cataclysm. A long time. Years and years and years. The vast majority of my WoW playing career, I have not played on a keyboard. And it's not like that it's not like I have to do anything hard, and I'm sure I probably don't even have to do that much of it. Maybe it'll be more of a social thing or chatting thing. I don't know if I get to play with other people. I hope that I don't have to already know other people to play with, because it's going to be like my science class no lab partner nightmare all over again, where I don't have a group because I don't know anybody. If any streamers decide to adopt me, I will be forever indebted. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a stream where I'm playing WoW on a regular keyboard with a regular mouse. And I set up, like, I don't know how you're supposed to do that. I don't even know if you get add-ons. I mean, I know. I don't even know if you get add-ons. So what I've been doing is I've been practicing. I set up one of my alts on my WoW account with default keybinds and no add-ons, and then came up with a keybinding setup that I could do pretty quickly on a regular keyboard with no add-ons that I can set up pretty fast and be ready to go, because I don't want to be fiddling with this stuff forever. So I practiced with that a little bit. I should practice with it a little more before I go. But I'm going to be the worst ever in this dungeon because I haven't played on a keyboard in like 10 years. I know how to WASD, but if there is clicking, don't judge me. I promise I don't click in real life. Or we were at Love Mine? Yeah. How many unique pets do you have at the moment? I've been working hard. Got to 910 so far. Nice. I'm trying to creep towards the 1,000 mark for Hearthy. I'm not really there yet. I'm at 977, so like another 23 pets and I'll be there. Hello, fantastic humans. Happy to catch a stream and share some time. Welcome, Mishka Bear. How you doing? When I went last year, I was in a dress every day. I'm also from Canada, so anything above 15 is warm for me, right? I mean, I'm spoiled because I've been in Oregon for a while, and also when I was in Canada, I was, you know, Victoria-ish, which is the Hawaii of Canada. But, yeah, I mean, even just around here in Oregon, it finally got a little bit chillier, and it's been kind of like 50s and raining, and I'm just kind of like wearing coats and raincoats and boots, and I don't have to bring any of that. It's great. It's going to be a vacation. It gets cold at night, 58 to 60. That's not cold. That's not cold. I don't even put on gloves until like 45. I mean, I'd wear a hoodie. I guess maybe that makes it cold. Comfortable shoes, hoodies are perfect. All right. I do have a pair of taller shoes that I want to wear to like a party or something, but I wouldn't wear them during the convention during the day. And I used to work like 10-hour sales shifts in them, so they can't be that uncomfortable. I don't think they hurt. I just want to be, like, I'm already kind of tall, and I feel like that's the one thing I have going for me. So if I can just make myself, like, incredibly tall, then anybody that wants to find me can, because my head is like a beacon. My head is like a giant hot pink hair siren, and then if I just stick it like 6 feet in the air, then anybody that wants to find me will be able to. They're making your rep gains double for our Guessing Reach and Army of the Light. That's the thing. Streaming thing sounds like fun. I wonder if they're going to let you use the trial type if you go and log into your personal account. PTR tunes. I don't know because I've never done it before, and I don't really know people that have done it before to ask, but I am assuming from like what I've been able to gather from streams at other events. Like I watched some WoW streamers that were streaming from TwitchCon at booths and stuff like that. I'm gathering that you're able to log into your account. I don't know. I'll bring all my logins just in case. But I can make it work with whatever. Where am I going? I am logging on my next character. I'm playing on your own server. Comfy hoodie. It's Cali, so have a windbreaker. You probably won't need it. I'm doing my, I have a couple of separate spreadsheets that I'm working on. I'm going to finish them today of like planning just so that I know where everything is. Oh, I should do another one that has like where all my travel documents and barcodes and stuff are. Although it's all in my email. I don't know if I need that. It's all in my email. Like right on top. But I have a spreadsheet that's my outfit planning, and I need to go through that and make sure I can find everything and that it's clean and that there's no holes in anything. And I need to try it on to make sure it still fits. I mean, not that I'm wearing anything super weird. But I need to try it all and make sure it like works together in the way that I want it to. Because I don't want to be like trying to like worrying about what I want to wear. I want to have that already planned out. So I'll have that one. And then I have like a packing list spreadsheet, which I'm very excited about because I haven't really used a whole lot of spreadsheets in my life. I haven't really had a need for them. But once I discovered that they're not just for calculating things, you can just put stuff in them to look at and filter. I've been much more excited about the whole concept. So I can like filter by like, I'm going to pack these things, I'm going to put these ones in my carry-on, and this is going to go in my purse, and this is going to go in my pockets, and this is going to go in my check bag, and then this is going to go in my BlizzCon day bag when I get there, and like this and that and this and that. I'm excited about that, so I got to finish that today. Sleep is overrated. I get maybe 3 or 4 hours. I think sleep is medically necessary, and that would kill me. I would die. You're from Victoria area? So I lived all around the island. Like, I moved every other year or so or every couple of years, quite a few times as I was growing up. So I never lived in one place for long, but I definitely spent a couple of years in Victoria. From Canada also, I get cranky when the ambient temperature is more than body temperature, regardless of humidity. You people and your weather. I love the Pacific Northwest, been there on vacation. It's my favorite, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say that because I haven't really been anywhere else, but I love the trees. The trees, like the old forests and the greenery, and the air is so fresh, and the weather, like I like the rain, and I like that it's not always raining. You get like great weather variety. I love easy hiking. I'm not terribly athletic, so hard ones kill me, but I like, you know, trail walking and looking at birds, and we have so much wildlife out here. I feel like I would be so unhappy if I had to go live in a desert or someplace that, you know, I love it here. Such a cliche, but I'm okay in 110 if there's 0 humidity. I don't think that's a cliche. I think that's a real thing. I think that it's because you're, I'm pulling this out of my butt, so I might be completely wrong, but the explanation that I'm aware of is that your body's temperature regulating method is to sweat. Like you sweat, and then as your moisture condensates, or evaporates rather, that causes a cooling effect on you. It's the same reason why I can cool my aquarium by running a fan across the top of it. The evaporation is cooling. But in 100% humidity, you kind of can't sweat because, well, you can't really sweat, or like your sweat's just like, it's just all water anyways. But you also don't get that evaporative effect because the air is already capped in water. It can't hold anymore. If it's at maximum humidity, you're not getting any evaporation. Therefore, you're not cooling down in that way, even if the temperature's the same. And I'm sure that, I'm guessing that effect scales. So if it's only half humidity, you'll get half the I don't know. I'm not a science person, but that's just how I understand it. All right, that one's done. Thirsty. I don't have any chat commands right now. My bot, I don't want to say it died. I don't really know what's up with it. I'm a little scared of it now. But I don't have a chat bot right now. But I can tell you about I could tell you about the fish. I have to not bore anybody about fish. That's one of my goals. Is I know that I can talk about them for way too long. So I just need to not bring them up unless somebody asks, and then I need to talk about them for reasonable amounts of time if somebody asks. And being real, nobody's going to ask because it's not like I'm bringing them with me. That's weird. What type of fish are you in your tank now? Minnows, where is betta? So this is the community tank. So this one has corridors. You can see one panda corridor there. There are White Cloud Mountain minnows. You can see them kind of top left frolicking. Those are White Cloud Mountain minnows. There is also one Bolivian ram that'll rock by sometimes. And then there is one honey gourami in that tank. And a shrimp. A single shrimp, actually. I haven't told you guys about this because I was waiting to see if it was going to kind of work out. But I added one mono shrimp to the tank to kind of help with the hair algae that's on the plants. And I wasn't sure if it was going to last, but he is big enough, I think, that the fish don't really pick on him. He is very fast, so they couldn't get to him if they tried. They've tried, and they can't get to him. And he hides. So, like, I see him, like, once a week, maybe. Which is surprising, because he's a pretty big shrimp, but there's no mono shrimp in there. And that there is my honey gourami. That's Chromie. Big yellow fish is named Chromie. The smaller one that doesn't have anybody else that looks like him is Nefarian. I have dragon named fish. And that's the community tank. The betta doesn't live there. The betta, that's a colder tank. That tank runs at like 74, which is much too cold for a betta. He is in the tank right behind me. That one. And which I run at like 78, 79. And he is all by himself in there. I mean, he's got some plants. The air is capped in water. You know what I mean. Science lessons with Hazel. I live in Pacific Northwest. Y'all don't have the sequoias? I will have... People keep telling me to check that out. Do you believe there's treasure buried in Oak Island? Man, I haven't heard anybody talk about that in a long time. That was like books we read in school. I'm a gamer. I hate sweating. Feels so gross. Yeah, I don't mind sweating unless my clothes are not designed for it. Like if I'm wearing a tight-fitting shirt and I'm just gonna get like underarm sweat stains, that's just uncomfortable for everybody. But if I'm in a loose enough clothing, I don't really care. Ready for con? I hope so. We're gonna find out. This is the learning things year. I'm gonna figure out how it all works. I'm gonna do it once. I hope I'm going to have fun. I don't know if I remember how to have fun. I have fun here by like I have fun by watching watching Netflix and cuddling with my cat and doing other things that are inside that don't involve talking to people. But I'm sure it'll be fun. Oh, man. And I think I'm ready. I have everything, well, I either have everything ready or I have a plan for when I'm going to get things ready that are not ready yet, basically. That's the gist of it. But I would not expect too much from me video-wise between now and like the end of BlizzCon until I get a chance to edit the BlizzCon stuff. I have one video coming out today. I took a look through the exact wares of the Azurite vendor, or the doubloon vendor rather, not the Azurite vendor, the doubloon vendor on the 8.1 PTR. So that's going to be coming out at noon today. But after that, I wouldn't expect much from me because I have a hard time doing my normal thing when I'm just freaking out. I have an octopus fetish. Someone ask Hazel how the fish are. I mean, I won't know while I'm there because I'll have left, right? Go ahead and talk fish. I keep shrimp myself. Oh, what kind of shrimp do you got? I did cherry shrimp once, and obviously I have an Amano shrimp now, but I am always so impressed by people that have like the crystal shrimp, the crystal red shrimp, which I always thought people were like mistyping the red cherry shrimp acronym. But those ones are, and then, oh, there's like, I saw this really cool saltwater shrimp. I've already told you guys about the saltwater shrimp. I need to stop. Jellyfish tanks are a thing. I've seen them at like, at aquariums, like the Portland, or the Newport Aquarium. It's in Oregon. It's on the coast, or the Oregon coast. The Newport Aquarium has like a jellyfish tank. You got Zoth in your home? I have not named a fish in Zoth yet. If I ever get an Oscar, if I get like a black tiger Oscar, then I will promise I will name him in Zoth. But that's kind of the last, it's very low on my list of fish to get. My boyfriend has a PhD in physics and chemistry, says you explained it pretty well. I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice to see you live for a change. Amano shrimp are pretty tough and hold their own. I'm glad about that. I was worried that just because the gourami in there, Chromie, she kind of murdered a bunch of cherry shrimp. They weren't supposed to live with her, but their tank sprung a leak, so I figured we would try it, and she caught them all. But the tank is also a lot more dense now. It had like some plants, but it was a little more sparse back then. It was pretty new, and now it is like so dense that I never see. You're never gonna find the shrimp. So he's been doing real good. Him and the snails, we have a good agreement now. I clean the algae off the glass, and they do the plants, because I can't really do the plants very good. So I take care of the glass, they take care of the plants. We have a good agreement. I got 6 piranhas? Nice. If you catch me out in public, then you did good. Usually they can't catch me. You would never catch me at BlizzCon. I am too fast. Not leaving the house is all the fun I need. I feel like I'm gonna need social skills at some point in my life, so it would be nice to not let them rust into oblivion, because there's gonna come a day where I have to actually do something, and it would be great, and it's gonna be something like super simple. But if I don't remember how to talk to people, I can't. Every time that I skip doing something because I'm anxious about it, my world gets a little bit smaller. So whenever I have those moments of like, oh well, I don't want to go do this thing, I can just ask somebody else to do it, or I can just skip it. I always try to make myself do it because if I do it, then I gain that skill. Like if I, like back when I was in Canada, I was really anxious about public transit, and instead of avoiding, I avoided it for a while, but eventually I had to, and I made the choice to do it. And then once I had figured it out, I had that skill and I could get around because I knew how to do public transit. Whereas if I hadn't ever gone, it would have just gotten scarier and scarier and scarier until you can't do it. So whenever I come to these situations where I'm nervous, I just do it anyways because it's not going to kill me. And if I don't, my world gets smaller, and that's just scary. That's just shrinking walls around your life. Would you live stream on Instagram during BlizzCon, or a couple short videos of the things you like? I will definitely try to take some short clips, like Instagram story. I will probably be spamming my Instagram story. I don't know about a live stream from Instagram, but like I said, I'm going to be live streaming from the convention. Or at least I'm going to try, assuming that I don't forget my stream key or something. I don't know how all that works. I'm just going to bring everything. Okay, so I'm going to go check on Galleon again because we need to wait a few more minutes before I can get into my other character. That one should be good. The longest grind for mounts got to be the Love Rocket. You'll have a great time at BlizzCon. So many people with the same interests as you. It's going to be great. It should be fun. I really want to make friends with, or at least better acquaintances with some other streamers and YouTubers. Not because I'd want to just be able to name drop a bunch of people, but just because it's and Hero's my one YouTube friend, and it's so nice being able to talk to somebody that understands or that just has experience in your field. and I'd like to have more creator friends. Are you going to be at the Wowhead pre-BlizzCon party? I don't know. My Thursday night is by far the busiest night that I have. I have at least 3, maybe 4 things to go to already. If I have time in between any of them, I would love to stop by and check it out. But that's the busy night. If it was any, like Friday night and Saturday night, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I think I have plans. I don't really know. I'm not too worried about it. But Thursday specifically is real busy because I'm going to meet Combo for the Storm for sure. I'm doing the meet and greet there. I've been toying with the idea of keeping Caradina shrimp. Also, haven't done it yet though. Caradina, like, does that include Neo Caradina? Because those are the only ones that I'm aware of, like the right, you know, your cherry shrimp and your jade shrimp and your blue shrimp and all that. I want to do a shrimp tank again because I miss the cherry shrimp. I was editing a video. I'm gonna back the story up like 8 paces. Like 9 paces. Okay, taking the story a few steps back. Adobe software came out with a piece of software called Adobe Rush, and basically it's sort of a very, very stripped down video editor that is available on mobile devices. So you can have it on your iPhone, you can have it on your iPad, you can have it, I don't know about Android, but it's on my stuff because I'm an Apple shill. Not a shill, but you know what I mean. Oh, this cat's so cute. So they came out with that, and I figured I'm going to try this out. You know, I want to see what it can do and what it can't do so that I know that I have it as an option to me because it's included for me in my Creative Cloud membership anyways. I do have it. So I downloaded it on my iPad, and I should have been sleeping, but I was like, you know, playing around with this editing software, and the media that had access to for me to practice editing on was the videos that I had taken with my phone, or that I had in my Apple thing. And what that is the thing that I had the most footage of was my snails, my mystery snails, my dear departed mystery snails. I don't have them anymore. They both died. They don't live super long, and they didn't, I think the tank move to the big one stressed them out. I don't think they liked being on sand. I wouldn't do that again. But, yeah, the mystery snails, Zephyr and Guido, they were dearly, dearly beloved. They were very spoiled. I fed them all kinds of different veggies and snail foods, and I made them gummy bears. It was a beautiful relationship. And I figured I'm gonna practice the software by editing together a commemorative video with all of the footage that I have of my little snail buddies. It was like a minute and a half. And I edited that together, and it's like midnight, and I go to bed, and I didn't post it or anything. It was just for me. And then I'm watching it later, and one of the snail clips has a cherry shrimp in it. And I know I miss my snails because they had names, they were cute, they pooped a lot, they were very messy. I would be careful about their bio load if you're ever going to keep mystery snails. They're messy. But, you know, I knew that I missed them, and I knew I was a little sad about that. But I saw in one of the clips, there was one of my cherry shrimp, and it was just like eating some food, and it was like the really pretty one. There was one that was really pretty, and it was like riding around on my snail's back. And I was like, man, I missed the shrimp. I knew I missed the snails. I didn't know I missed the shrimp. I want to have shrimp again. I want to do them in a tank that has no fish so that if they die, it's not because they got eaten. Although that may be the most natural way for a shrimp to die. But like, I want to do shrimp again. So maybe one day, not here. Again, I'm not setting up any more aquariums while I live in an apartment. Can't. But like I have a 5-gallon tank, and I was thinking of just doing a second betta tank with it, but it might be a really nice, like if I like really heavily plant it, and then maybe just pump in like a tiny bit of CO2. I want to mess with CO2, not much, because again, you try not to kill the shrimp here, but like a nice thick lush planted tank with just a bunch of cherry shrimp in it. That might be really fun. Are you from Canada? I am, although I have been living in America for about 4 years now. You are your own main. No one else can do your leveling for you unless you boost. Sometimes we ask for a carry. I'm 25. I barely learned to drive a few weeks ago. It was terrifying. Felt natural very quickly. My friend pushed me past my anxieties. That's a good friend to have. I'm going to meet as many other WoW YouTubers as possible. I'm going to try, but I also, again, terrified of bothering people. I mean, I guess I just say hi, and then what comes after hi? What other words are there? You have more content creator friends than you know. Some of them are just here under different names for anonymity. Well, that's cryptic and fascinating. Well, absolutely anybody, regardless of whether you're a creator or not, is more than welcome to come and say hi and chat with me. We can take pictures, and oh man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Would you do a fish series about your tanks and fish history, fish preferences? I'd love it, but I know you're busy. That's kind of a wish-listed passion project for me. I would love to do more fish videos, but there's 2 reasons I've kind of been holding off, and one of the reasons is obviously like I would love to be making more WoW videos. So if I have video making time, I'm going to be putting that towards WoW videos until I'm satisfied with the amount I'm putting out. But the other thing is that right now, I think one of the reasons why I love fish so much is because it is not a YouTube thing. It is a very, very offline thing. My fish don't know if my last video did well or not. They don't care how many likes something got, and they don't really register whether or not like a piece of merch sold. They don't know. They're just fishing around. They're just bloop bloop and being all happy. And the things they need from me are the same regardless. And it's very separated, and I think that's healthy. I think that's good for me. I would like to do at least a couple of care videos, because that's not like a commitment to a series, but a couple of fish care videos to kind of like get people started if they see my fish and then they want fish. I'd like to give people the right, or at least some good information to start with. But yeah. Hi is a good start. Talk about animals, but the dog cam, not the fish. I favor all of my animals equally. Sometimes we have fish days. Have you ever been so pumped off a song you needed to give it the respect you needed to rage out? No, because I don't know what that means. It sounds exciting. Cooking streams soon pending hardware. That is true. I'm not ordering any parts right now because I don't want anything to come while I'm away. And then because I need to figure out how much BlizzCon is going to cost me before I start spending a bunch of money. And maybe I should make some more videos so that I can just make sure, like, I don't think I'm going to go broke, but I do have spending guilt about spending the money on the computer. So I'll start ordering stuff again after I get back and after I've looked over the budget. And then I think the build will actually come together pretty quickly. I think that the whole thing is going to feel like it's going to take longer than it will. Like, once I have everything, I can pretty much just film, put it together. I don't think the video is going to be as good as I want it to be. I have like this image in my mind of what a great tech video looks like, and I don't have the skills to put that together to film that. I'm an okay editor. I am like a 6 out of 10 editor, but I am a 2 out of 10 camera person. Awful at it. No experience. So it's not going to look like I want it to, but it's going to be something, and then it's practice, and I'll probably learn something, so that's good. Hi, my name is Hazel. I can do that. Details in the meet and greet, place, time, day. 2nd floor of the Anaheim Hilton, Con Before the Storm. There should be a table. I should be sitting at the table. It might even have like a little name card for me. 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, Thursday. Con Before the Storm, 2nd floor, Hilton Anaheim. And all of that info is also on the website. The Con Before the Storm website. If you Google Con Before the Storm, you should be able to find the meet and greet info, the event info, the location. And my slot is first from 6 to 7. Best part about being a vet tech? First time in your feed? Let's see. This is why you practice small talk. I had to teach myself social skills. I don't know. I don't know. I just said the same thing twice. Also, which characters? I need to do it on this one, right? She was the one that was locked out. Practice small talk. I'll practice at BlizzCon. I'll practice with you guys. And also, I think that in my head, I have to say more than I actually have to say. Like, conversations go 2 ways. There's gonna be some listening. If I can just get the hang of asking people questions that get them to talk, then I don't have to talk. And then I can just enjoy the things that other people are saying and like learn some stuff from them. That would be good. My phone is as articulate as I am. Why do you normally start at 18? Now you begin at 17. Is there a time difference? There may be like a daylight savings time thing going on. There was somebody else that mentioned something related to that, and it's occurring to me now that that might be why a few people have mentioned something about the time. In my local time zone, it is the same time that I always stream. Undasta up and not camped. I want to donate now just because Hazel uses the word regardless rather than irregardless. So what then is, no, I'm not saying that I use it, but what is the correct usage of irregardless then? Because it kind of breaks my brain. I might need more tea. I didn't know there was a shortcut up there. Windowsta always has a few people there. Definitely depends on the server. That ult that I have is on a lower pop server. How are you enjoying BFA compared to Legion and other past X-Packs? I probably rank it a little bit. Is it below Legion? I don't know. I am enjoying different things in BFA. And the things that I enjoy about an expansion are not always directly connected to what the expansion has provided me. I had a great time in Warlords, actually, because that was the beginning of my guild. We were getting to know each other. We were having a great time. We played a lot. I wasn't spending as much, like, my videos didn't take me as long to make back then, and I made less of them, and I spent more time streaming on Twitch, so I had more time to play WoW, and I just kind of played a lot of WoW and WoD, and had a lot of fun PvPing, and, like, that was a great time, but I'm not going to try and tell you it was a good expansion. But yeah, I am enjoying BFA. I like the environment. I like a lot of things about it. I'm having fun. Having a great time at Raid, actually. Let's see. Waiting on that build video so I can get a new computer. I don't know if I should be your first source of info on all that. I mean, I guess it's a good reference point. I can rattle off the specs if you want to do some early Googling, although it probably won't help you because they're not written down. But it just, like, the biggest decision that you really have to make is your processor, right? Like, your graphics card is, you know, it basically depends on your budget. So if you want to spend $1,200 on a graphics card, you get a 1080 Ti or a 2080 Ti. That's kind of like the good one, quote unquote. If you only want to spend like $900, you can get a 1080 that's not Ti, and that's going to also do just fine for what you're doing. And then in the processor feed, you have to decide, do I want to go AMD or Intel? And how much do I want to spend? So the thing that I'm looking at is AMD, which is shocking to me, but that's, I guess, what I'm looking at. I am looking into a Threadripper. The second generation Threadrippers are out. So the Threadripper 2950X. 16 cores, 32 threads, 4 gigahertz-ish, I think, pushing 4 gigahertz-ish clock speed. I think the turbo boost might be, or turbo boost, whatever AMD calls it, might be like 4.4. So decent enough clock speed, good amount of cores, good amount of threads. That one is like, what, $900? Like, it's not even that expensive. I would pay about $1K to $1,200 for a better one, but the 2990WX doesn't come in until like $1,800 at least on Amazon, so I'm not worried about that. So that's the one that I'm going for, which means that I'm set to an X399 socket, which kind of determines my motherboard choices. There aren't that many of them. I'm going to go with the Asus one, I believe. I like Asus motherboards. I've used them before. RAM, you need as much RAM as you can afford. I'm taking 64 gigs. If you're ballin', you can get 128, assuming that your motherboard and processor can handle it, which they should be able to if you get good enough ones. Make sure your RAM's nice and fast. Get as many hard drives as you can. Get a bunch of SSDs, like at least 3. Make sure at least one of them is real fast. An NVMe if you can. And then make sure you can cool the darn thing. So like liquid cooling is nice. It's not the only way to go, but it's the way I traditionally go. I'm going to get a Corsair or hydro cooler because the last one is that I had was a miracle. Where am I going? I don't even know. I'm going to Pandaria. So I'm looking at the H100i V2 because that's just kind of like, you know, it's like $120. It's suitable for cooling this stuff. Make sure your power supply is sufficient but not overwhelming. So for what I'm looking at, I could get by with a 750 watt. I might go 850 just in case I decide to upgrade another component in the future, have some wiggle room. And also my current one is an 850 in this one, so I don't want to go backwards. That would be weird. And, you know, just kind of like start by picking out your processor and then kind of work outwards from there. That's kind of what I'm looking at. My favorite character in Warcraft? In Zoth. Intel is good as AMD is for broke people. You know, 5 years ago, that might have been true. Times change. Things are a-changing. I'm in the Broken Isles. Yeah, we're going to Pandaria. I'm just going to kind of fly around and see if any of the world bosses are up. I don't know if they're going to be. This is Lightbringer, so who knows. Nvidia's more mainstream than AMD. I'm not trying to start any kind of hardware company versus hardware company battle here. That's not what we're doing today. But For graphics cards, I don't know, like, the best graphics card is the Vega 64, right? Like, that's the best consumer grade graphics card that AMD offers. It kind of, like, I don't want to say it sucks. It's fine. It's great. But it's no 2080 Ti. And I don't really know if they have a competitor to that right now. Maybe they do. Maybe I missed it. I don't keep up super hard anymore, but I try. After all the streams I watch, I think you are an excellent conversationalist. I'm good at talking to myself. I can listen to myself talk for a while, but I'm in a room with nobody here. This is like the perfect social situation for me because I can chat with people and there's nobody here. So, I mean, you guys are here, but like you're a number on my monitor. You're like, the number is even behind me. I don't even, like, the number is minimized in a window. It's not a, I'm like, it's different than having, it's very different than having people just like in front of you, you know? It's scary. Looking into building a new PC with an 8700K and a 1080, nothing too over the top. That is perfect. That sounds perfect. The thing that I'm building is unnecessary, and it's really mostly for editing. It's the most overkill thing for WoW that's ever happened ever. Liquid cooling is a good way to fry your system. I mean, it's an all-in-one contained system. I've always been happy with the Corsair Hydra series. I want 128 gigs of RAM, then I could actually use After Effects. I mean, I guess I'll check RAM prices because the motherboard and the processor that I'm doing are going to support that, but I don't know if memory prices have returned back to normal. Check off where am I going on your Hazel Bingo card. I am used to silly humans. Let's see. Gaming CPU for the money, the 9700. General use CPU is more debatable. Vega 64 is trash. Do they have a better one that they sell, though? That's the thing that I don't know. Doesn't even have a competitor, let alone the 2 series. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, they have to do something soon, right? Now is the time. Nice coat. Why, thank you. This is my my Blizzard supplied Anduin, my Anduin hoodie. This is a BlizzCon loot. You'd think that the complimentary stuff would have, like, satisfied my desire for BlizzCon loot, but I definitely spent a good amount of money at the Blink sale picking up stuff that I'm gonna have to fit in my luggage to take home because they added new plushies. I don't just, like, I know myself well enough to know that I just need to buy whatever WoW plushies they come out with because I'm going to want them eventually anyways, and if I wait too long, then they're just hard to get. Like, if I say, oh, I don't need that, I will change my mind. I will always change my mind. If I need a bigger shelf, then I need a bigger shelf. I've done benchmarks. The facts are the facts. All right, so I'm just gonna move right past. I'm not gonna, like, time anybody out, but I'm gonna stop responding to the hardware war. It's interesting that the hardware war that's happening today is not an Apple one because it's an Apple event today. I haven't looked at any of the Apple news. I'm interested to see what they do with the iPad and the Apple Pencil because that's something that I use a lot for drawing, for my amateur super fun coloring time. And that's something, so I want to see what they do with that because I'm kind of interested. I'm spending enough money on the computer so I can chill, but I am looking forward to reading through the notes on that because it happened East Coast. I think that's already over, but I'm gonna bring my iPad obviously, and I want to draw just like at airports and whatever while I'm waiting to kill time, but I'm not very good. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I'm just like scribbling for fun. And I don't want, like, people judging my dumb doodles. So I'm wondering, like, I'm trying to, like, I'm imagining just, like, making characters that are just blobs and just, like, coloring cute blobs because then nobody can judge me because it's a blob, you know? Does that make any sense? Are you meeting Ian again? I don't know. I don't think I actually met Ian last time. I saw Ian. I listened to Ian make presentations. I didn't say anything. I want to build a computer. The process scares me. Laptops just seem to not last very long for me. A desktop is, in my opinion, a much, much smarter bet than a laptop for, like, as long as you don't literally need to move it around, you're always going to be better off with a desktop. But it is intimidating, but it's not as hard as you think it's going to be. You can write off most of it, so you can spend a little bit more on it. Austin and Hazel's going to BlizzCon. They're going to have a mailing center so you can mail your stuff to yourself. Is that a thing? Because I'm going to need to do that. Like, I would keep 1 or 2 plushies with me because buddies. And also the plushies aren't that big, but the pillows. Like, I bought the Alliance pillow and I bought the Hearthstone pillow. I wasn't going to because I don't even stream Hearthstone, right? Like, I just play Hearthstone casually for fun. I wasn't going to get the Hearthstone pillow. But I was like, it's cute to have pillows on my couch back there for in the vlog background. And the Hearthstone was like a little chat bubble pillow that says like well played. And I was like, well, that's kind of cute. And then I saw that on the other side it says oops. And I was like, that's my brand. That's me. That's my life. I should just put that on my channel banner, just like one big oops. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, I bought that. Apple event started at 7? Yeah, because it was 10 a.m. for East Coast because they did it in New York. I'll look through that after. New iPad Pro should be dope. I have the 9.7 inch Pro, so after they went to Pro, but before they went to the 10.5, it's like 2 years old or so. But it's in really good condition, so I'm hoping that if I do decide to upgrade, I can trade it in and get like upgrade credit for it, because I don't want to buy a whole new one. Speaking of hardware replacing, I'm so worried about my poor laptop. I might not be able to make videos while I'm there, because I don't think I can. I don't know if I can edit them on that thing. Like I should be able to spec-wise, that laptop should be able to handle it, but it's just so old that it acts unpredictably sometimes, so I don't know if it's going to pan out. And I would like to replace it with a laptop that can travel edit. I'm not trying to travel edit in 4K or anything, but I would like to replace it with something that can handle the basics a little better. But I'm incapable of buying cheap computers, apparently, so I'm not doing that anytime soon, because I only need it once a year, and that's silly. How are the mat runs? They're pretty good. I finished my Zul'Gurub runs, and I'm still just kind of chatting because I want to, so I am sitting around camping and waiting for Galleon to spawn on my priest. A FedEx in the Hilton next to the con. Oh, that's good. Okay. Hopefully that's not too expensive. It shouldn't be. It's not like it's going super far. It just has to go like one state north. I've been binge watching your old streams lately. My original plan was to come back to WoW in December. Now I want to come back now. Come back now. I mean, assuming that it's not going to be a financial problem, like if the 15 a month isn't going to be a problem. I'm not trying to say that in a judgy way. Like there's totally reasonable and understandable reasons to not keep up your sub, but if it's just kind of like a wiggly decision, you just don't know if you'll make time or if it'll be fun, I definitely think you'll have fun. Mail it all home. All right, leaving. Thank you, Hazel. See you later, Richard. You can mail your stuff to you. That solves my packing problems. I want to spend a bunch of money on merch. Wasn't sure how to take it home. I'm planning on having a little extra in my luggage just in case, because I know I'm gonna buy stuff. But because the stuff I'm getting is specifically so big and squishy, that's the real problem. Clothes, I can take extra clothes. That's fine. FedEx and Hilton. All right. Where is it you're talking about buying this stuff? I don't see these things in Blizzard Gear Store. The Blink sale. The Blink sale. So it's like a different URL. Let me find out what it is. It's, what was it? gear.blizzard.com/blink maybe? Yeah, gear.blizzard.com/blink. And you'll be able to shop the convention specific things. You can make an order that you can then pick up there. I'm hoping I don't have an issue because it didn't let me edit the name on my account that it had for pickup. And it's like, you need photo ID, but the name it had on my account was my maiden name. So I put in a ticket, which I think I replied to. I'll get to that later. Not on the stream. Is it true we need 12k polished pet charms to get all the vendor pets? In 8.1? I haven't looked at the 8.1 vendor pets yet. I don't know if there are. I mean, I haven't looked at the 8.1 pets yet. But that sounds about right. Well, vendor pets though, no. Because I think a huge chunk of the polished pet charm, and again, I don't know for sure, so I could be wrong, but I think a huge chunk of the polished pet charm requirements were for things like the Pocket Pet Portal and then the new pet portal that's coming out. So if you're including those, then you might get close to that. But I think just in pet charms, not a big deal. Not that much big a deal. The title of the stream just made me realize how soon BlizzCon is. Can't wait. I shipped stuff to Canada, not too bad. Picked up a poster tube for prints they give it. Okay. That is good to know, and I appreciate that. Some kind of flat shipping rate box or something. Well, I might have to pay a big shipping rate, because it might be a big box because it's big squishy pillows. But again, if I don't have to take it, back my luggage, then that's all I really need. With the WoW token price as low as it is, it's easier than ever to make WoW free to play. That is actually a good point. That might be one of the unexpected side effects of what they've done with gold. I have gotten the Lucid Nightmare. The quest line was kind of fun. I did it all on stream, actually, so if you go back and search if you wanted to, which you probably don't because you just saw it all. But my Lucid Nightmare experience was all on stream, so there's videos of that. Update and deciding which musical guest you're going to go see at the con. I want to start... So my ranking is probably Train. Don't judge me for this. Train, followed by Christian Nairn, followed by Lindsay Sterling. And I'm not trying to knock Lindsay Sterling. I think she's awesome. But for music to like see at a party, like at an event or a party, I think that's probably my ranking. I'm not super committed to any of them, but But I would probably check out the train concert, and then if I'm not having fun, then it would probably wander to the Christian Nairn thing. And if I'm not having fun, then I guess I'd check out London Sterling, or maybe I would just leave. I don't know. Oh, there's Neff. There's my, oh, he's gone. I was gonna try and blow up the fish cam in time. Maybe he'll come back. Buddy, come back. Come back. He's such a cutie pie. Oh, there he is. There he is. That's my Bolivian ram. His name is Nefarian. He is adorable. He's like so personable. Or maybe he's just really mad. Like if you're up in front of the tank, he is up in front of the tank and he is telling you something. He is swimming back and forth and blooping his lips at you. He looks pissed. He's like super mad. That's my buddy. Just tuning in. Nice new mic. Oh, thank you. It's the same microphone, but I added a pop filter that's smaller that clips onto it so that I can have like this horizontal mic setup where it's not in front of my face, but is hopefully picking me up more reliably. I was having a couple problems with popping when talking a little bit more into it when recording my script yesterday, and I didn't have time to redo it. So the video that is coming out today has like one part in it that's like slightly iffy audio-wise, but it's probably worse in my head than it actually is. I'm sure it's fine. It's watchable. They have a cosplay store on the Blink shop. The stuff was like, because I was so underwhelmed by the first range of BlizzCon loot, I was kind of not expecting much from the second run of it. And there's some really cool stuff in there. I had to stop myself from getting like the pullover and the Christmas sweater and like the shirt dress because that's $150 worth of clothing right there. And I don't need it. It's like, I'm good. You know, I'm set. I don't need it. I should stop spending money. I'm about to spend like $5,000 on it. Well, not $5,000, but too much money on a computer. I need to chill. But yeah, really cool stuff. I did get the plushies. Both plushies, instant add to cart. I know myself. It's gonna happen anyways. Hoder. I had your maze stream up when doing the maze. I was so mad that you completed it. Short time viewer, first time catching your stream. You're my favorite female content creator. You even got me into pet battling. Welcome to the stream, Hunicube. Pardon me. I'm just adding these on your names that don't exist. Pack one bag inside another, then you would save money for shipping. So I ordered, and I've never messed with these before, but I ordered, remember last stream when I was talking about how I was buying just like weird specific things for traveling? Packing cubes. People on the internet swear by them, and maybe that's just because people on the internet will swear by anything to get clicks in their article. But it seemed like a good idea because like keeping my luggage organized is something that's impossible for me, but also very stressful. Like if I want to find something and I can't, that bothers me. So I got these packing cubes so I can like pack different things into the thing. What do you think of the rumor 8.2 will have a Warfront for Gilneas? Does that have legs? So I saw that because I watched, after I finished mine, I went and watched a few people's prediction videos, and that was in Taliesin and Evitel's. I thought the reasoning seemed very sound. I agreed with everything they said. I don't know if it has any legs beyond that. I think it's still a prediction. I think it's a little bit of an out there one because they've done some Gen foreshadowing. I don't know. Yeah, I think that one's good. More pet battle videos. The baby Tortolan looks ugly. My first impression when I first looked at it was, this looks kind of like a little kid's thing. And then I looked around my office and I realized where I am right now. And also there was a really funny tweet by Caden, who's the Ithacins Blue poster. He tweeted something along the lines of, that turtle looks like he just found out his friends didn't make it to the water, something like that. And I laughed for like 10 minutes. And then I needed it. Galleon is going to appear with your fish camera enlarged. How's the hype levels for BlizzCon? Boiling over. I went for like a stress walk yesterday because I couldn't sit down and edit anymore. Like I was trying to get this video done and I like couldn't even make myself do it. I was like checking something every 2 seconds. So I like put on my headphones and I like turned up some music and went for like a stress walk, and that didn't really help. It should help. Exercise helps, right? Like that's a thing. I use Mr. Microphone when I stream. Will you ever do a stream group oldie or normal or something? Normal? Yeah, I could. Every now and then I get brave and I do an LFR, but I am such a terrible raid leader. I have no experience and I really hate telling people to do things. So I don't organize them very often. Oh, the cosplay book. If you were to cosplay, who would you cosplay as? I have, oh, sorry, kitty, you gonna get up? I gotta give you a hug if you're gonna get up. That's the rule. You got, hello. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. Oh, coming up soon? Is there like an NPC that foreshadows it or something? Yeah, I've thought about it. I haven't really made any decisions. I mean, I'm not doing it. I'm not a cosplayer. I have so much respect for how much work and money and space and time and effort that goes into that. And I don't have any of those resources to do it with. But I'd want to pick something, maybe just like a priest armor. Maybe I would just cosplay like my gnome, and I would just be like the tallest gnome. I don't know. Poor baby Tortolan, he does look shocked. Thrall to Jaina. Most people make me think I look like Thrall when I'm not cosplaying, but I think I could pull off Jaina. It's quite a switch. You can pull off anything that you put your mind to. Cosplay is magic. Jaina is pretty ripped. I watched a 20-minute makeup tutorial. Should be easy. It's been a bit since I caught the stream because I moved. I'm so excited to meet you at BlizzCon. Nice. So, thank you, Vixen Witch. I look forward to saying hi. But that reminds me, who's coming? Who should I be looking out for? Who are the names that I'm going to be trying to put faces to? Who am I expecting to see? I've written down everything that you want to bring. Helps me keep my anxiety down. I wrote it all down in a Word document, but I'm going to move that Word document into a spreadsheet so that I can organize and filter it more effectively. And that's kind of on my list. It was on my list for tomorrow, but I think I'm just going to do all that today because otherwise I'm just like, I can't eat. I didn't sleep much. I need to take some steps to chill because I'm not doing okay right now. Oh, my egg is going to hatch. Oh, it's 2 hours. I went and farmed one actually on my other, I'm sure if it was that camped on the server, I probably can't get the other ones that quickly, but I went and farmed an egg on my druid because I realized I should probably farm eggs because I still need one of the egg raptors. I'm still missing, I think it's the green one. So if I go Isle of Dinosaurs, yeah, that's Undasta. Isle of Giants. Primal egg. Yeah, I'm missing the green one. I have the black and the red one, and I'm missing the green one. The last egg that I got that I farmed up while I was farming on last week's stream, that turned into a black raptor. Couldn't use it. Kind of miss it to listen to. A lot of K-pop. Lot of K-pop. Some Korean stuff that's not company-based, some Korean indie stuff, some Korean rap stuff, hip-hop stuff, but mostly just K-pop. Galleon's got a fixed respawn. Hazel is Tyrande. I think I could probably do an elf of some sort in the right armor. Like maybe like a Void Illyria would be cool. But I already have the hair for my gnome. How long did it take you for you to get the Aeonax mount? Do I have the Aeonax mount? I don't think I have the Aeonax mount. Aeonax. Yeah, I don't have it. I haven't farmed any of the, I have not farmed very many world boss mounts. I don't think I really have. Oh. Could say that he's shell-shocked. I think that I'll be at the event dinner during the meetup. They moved the thing. They moved the thing. Or maybe they added another one. I don't know if they added another one or if they moved the thing. I should talk to you about that later. I am going to be at the event dinner during... Yeah. The thing that was 6:30, I got an email saying it was 5:30. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to do my best. You got 3 more since the last stream I got. Grats. I need to learn meditation. I meditate every single day. Every single day. I have for over a year. My wife is a super shiny fangirl. Did you get the 350 achievement mount? I sure did. I sure did. Actually, you know what the problem with meditation is for me, though? Is that I am really bad at it when I need it. So I can do a pretty good session. I can do like a pretty good 15-minute session. That's about as far as I can go. I haven't done 20 yet. I should probably try. I can do a good 15-minute session on a normal day, but as soon as I'm stressed, I have such a hard time sitting. I'll do it, but it's not very productive. You should check out Huko. Yeah. K indie rock groups. Yeah, I don't even know how we classify them. Like their stuff is awesome, but I don't know what genre they are. Little Hoof, the model is boring, but it's still quite nice. Still a cute pet. Where am I going? The spawn, I'm looking for the Shaw spawn. Is it over the hill? I don't remember. It's like up over here maybe? Like I'm sure it's not up, but it's like 50, what? 53, 60, 50, 60 behind me maybe? I don't know. I lost it. Maybe it's over here. Has the Swift Zulian Panther drop rate been nerfed on 150 attempts and been giving up? I don't think so. I think you're just catching a streak of bad luck. It does happen. Oh, maybe it's over here because I see the patch of this stuff. That mount count. Shawbanger only has one spawn now. Yeah, I can never remember where it is. Clearly it's this one because this is where all the people are. I keep flying past it because I'm a little distracted. Meditation can be super hard. I grow and care for plants to calm my anxiety. My plants and my fish are all really helpful for me, and I can't bring any of those things. The fish in particular, I love the fish. The fish, like, if I need like 5 minutes to just sit down and look at something, the fish are perfect because you can just watch them, and they're cute and they're wiggly, and that's it. It's wonderful. And they're especially now that they're all doing really good. It used to kind of stress me out when I was worried about them. Because the tank, when it was new, took some time to settle in. We had some issues early on, but ever since everybody's all been settled in, they're just like, it's just the nicest place to sit for a few minutes. Same thing with Lettuce Tank. Hazel, are you watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix? What do you guys think about it? It seems to be very trendy lately. I have not yet seen it. I plan to, purely because of how trendy it is. Because, like I said, I spent a ton of time on Twitter yesterday just like trying to absorb how to BlizzCon from other people that had done it before. And while on Twitter, I saw a bunch of people tweeting mentioning the Sabrina thing, which I had kind of written off, but I should check it out because everybody's doing it. I had that same water bottle from Target. I bought this one online. I have 2 of these actually because I use it so often and so much that the last one, like the lid got kind of gross because I would just use it every day, all day, and I didn't wash it often enough. So now what I do is every time I run the dishwasher, I run it through, and then I just take the other one to use while it's in the dishwasher. So I have a blue one and a purple one. Maybe make a video of your fish swimming around that you can watch. I might do that. That sounds like it's a good idea, actually. You know, nobody has to know. I can pretend that I'm looking at super cool Snapchats from, I don't know, Zeus. But it's actually just a little picture of the fishies. An hour video of your fish, put it on your iPad. That might eat up all my iPad storage. Oh, I hope I have enough memory cards. I don't know how much I'm gonna record. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record like way too much footage of the most boring stuff for the vlog, and then I'm just gonna cut it all out. I'm gonna cut it all out. But I'll have it. I don't do sitting. I do the awareness ones. It helps me 90% of the time. Clear my mind, examine everything near me. The principle makes sense. I might try something like that. Maybe I'll have you talk me through it when we hang out at BlizzCon. Maybe I'll have you teach me how to chill. Did you catch up on the baking show? I did. We finished it, and I'm sad because now what do I watch? We've been working through some different things. I binged Sabrina in one day. I couldn't stop watching. I always had anxiety issues too. Say Northwest lends to the idea that people don't need to learn to drive. Depending on where you live, absolutely. I could feasibly, in my life, if nothing changes, probably get by with not learning, and maybe that's why I haven't done it lately. But I need to. It's always something going on. There's always really, like, good sounding reasons to put it off. Oh, I should keep my hands a little closer to my keyboard. You know what I'm nervous about is I have no idea how I'm going to do Mythic Dungeons on stream with my default keybinds. Maybe I'll practice. Maybe I'll log on to that character a little bit, just for a second on stream today, and I can show you guys my setup. Because I'm trying to make it as default as possible because it needs to be something I can do on an out-of-the-box setup as quickly as possible on a keyboard. Farming all of the coolest mounts. Some zoo and aquarium websites have live streams that are fun to watch for a couple minutes. I found that I haven't found any that are like a really good quality though. Like they need to learn what bandwidth is and how to use it because it's rough. 90% of people tweeting about Sabrina have been paid to tweet. Oh really? It was boring. The CGI was cheap. Well, I'll check it out, but I'll definitely keep that in mind. I only plan on stopping by, but I've been here over an hour now. Thank you for your energy. Thanks for being here, Alex. I appreciate that. Play Prop Warrior only needs 5 buttons. I'm going to play a priest because that's what I'm familiar with. At least I won't be like trying to learn the buttons in addition to learning how to use a keyboard. But I have a setup for both Holy or Shadow, depending on what is needed from me. I am always happy to heal if it's needed to get into a group. And I'm still kind of having like concerned that I won't be able to find a group. Do they match me up with people? Do I group find it? Do I just walk up to people in game and go, hi, I'm Hazel. Do you need me for your dungeon group? Do I just like run around in the dungeon by myself and die? I didn't care for Rivendell. No hype on his take on Sabrina for me. Oh, is it related to that? Oh. Or Riverdale. Wait, Rivendell. So maybe, wait. Is it by the Riverdale people, or am I reading a typo that's not there and is it actually Rivendell? I don't know what's going on. I would like, on topic of Riverdale, we did watch all of Riverdale, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it's what I wanted it to be. I loved Archie comics so dearly when I was a child. And while it was based on those things, it was not those things, and I don't think I'm super into the kind of TV show that it turned out actually being. Pay me, I'll tweet about Sabrina. Not much of a chatter. Do you want to make or know a good video to watch if you want to start pet battles in WoW? I don't know any off the top of my head. I would say that my pet battle tips for BFA will help. It's not going to be like the most beginner guide ever, but I think a lot of the stuff is still going to be relevant, like, and you'll be able to understand it. And then I am working on a beginner's pet guide. I have, the folders are created, you know, we're in it. I haven't finished it yet. Riven, whatever. I mean, Rivendell is also a thing, you know, that's the Lord of the Rings place. So I just want to make sure I'm not thinking the wrong thing. Is it worth it to transfer a character? I was always kind of in the camp of leveling new characters rather than transferring because so many things carry over. But it depends on how much you like getting caught up again. I'm made by the same people. I watched the Sabrina show. I used to watch the one made in the 90s. I didn't enjoy Riverdale as much. I'll try it. My experience with Sabrina was like 1 or 2 comic books. I was definitely more Archie comic books than Sabrina as a kid. But I did have this game for Game Boy Advanced. And it was like Sabrina, I don't remember what it was called. It was a Sabrina the Teenage Witch themed Game Boy game. And you were like running a Sabrina and you could like, you had a wand, and I distinctly remember like this ocean level that had like crabs and stuff. I guess it was it wasn't really a platform. It was like an action 2D thing. I don't know. It probably sucked, but I played a lot of it because you play the games that you have when you're a child. I don't know. Same universe as Riverdale. Gotcha. Sad I can't meet you. Your channel is great. It's a typical teen drama. Of course you wouldn't like it that much. I mean, you might be surprised. I can get into some I like me some drama. It's just when it takes itself super seriously, that's when I kind of lose track. Like, that's why I love Korean drama so much, is because they're so silly. They're so, like, the right ones. Some of them do take themselves very seriously, but a lot of that is lost on me because of the translation. So it seems goofy to me even when it is serious. And then there's a lot of times when it's just goofy. It's just ridiculous. And I love that. I'm into shows with ridiculously hot guys that take their shirts off, but Riverdale's a bit meh. Other than that, can I recommend a few K-dramas? Actually, I don't have too many that have like a whole lot of like shirtless guy time. Glad I can catch a little bit of you streaming. I wish I had got my virtual ticket for BlizzCon. The real winner is Teen Wolf. Hi, Hazelnuttygames. Greetings. How are you doing? What's up? I'm trying to remember if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. There had to be stuff. Like, I've been looking forward to this all week. What else? So, I told you guys that I'm streaming from BlizzCon. I told you guys about how I'm getting ready and what the video plan is, which is winging it. You can follow my Instagram, HazelnuttyLife, if you want, like, Instagram story stuff. If you see me at the convention, say hi. I will not be accepting any food or beverages that anybody brings to me because safety reasons. So, throwing that out there again. What else? Probably not going to make a lot of videos for the next, like, week because I'm busy and also panicking. There had to be other stuff. I'll probably just post it in Discord if I remember. Lost in translation, you haven't mastered Korean yet. I am recognizing more and more words, but I am so far from trying to say that I speak Korean that I'm not even going to try and tell you that. I am about halfway through, after about a year. Not quite a year. A little less than a year. I started in January of 2018, so I've been doing like 10 or 11 months of daily Korean on Duolingo. I'm about halfway through the course. And keep in mind, I go slowly. I make sure that I actually know a thing before I move on. And I go back and I review a lot, so I'm not going very quickly. But halfway through the course, And I can understand some things. Like, it's more like picking out keywords. Like, within context, if I recognize a word, like when in Overwatch League videos, when you're asking about Overwatch League videos, people ask Korean Overwatch pros what they think of California and what they like about US, and almost all of them say something on the lines of Naishin, which is, as far as I understand, weather. They all like the weather. And that's an easy one to pick out even before the subtitles come out, because it's all the same thing, and that's a word that I know that I found in the course that I took. But I don't speak Korean. I would not even try. Tell me you saw Goblin. I haven't watched any since I loved it so much. Oh, you haven't watched any since. So I made it like a third of the way through Goblin, and I was just so creeped out by the age difference thing. And like, I know that there's, there's like immortals, but like the actors' age difference is huge, and it just gave me a weird feeling, and I wasn't able to get into it. And I didn't know if there was going to be anything that changed that. I have not watched Jane the Virgin or Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, no. Strong Woman Do Bong Soon and Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok Ju I've already seen, and I love to bits. Those are my holy grails. I love them a lot. Can I follow you via MySpace? Oh, man. Have you seen this app where you can learn languages with real people? No, that sounds scary. That sounds like I wouldn't do it. I found one app that I tried for like a day that it looked interesting, where you have like pen pals, but it's the whole thing of it is that not only can you like write to international pen pals in this app, but it takes time for your message to get there, depending on how far away they are. So if you're writing to somebody in China, it's going to be like a good solid day after you send your thing before they get it, and it's supposed to like kind of simulate that. And I tried it until I got my first message, and then I panicked, and then I just like closed it. It wasn't even a bad message. It was just like a hello, how are you? And I was like, and I like deleted the app, never looked at it again. Real people are scary. Just finished my tax exam, resting before my accounting finance exam. Thanks for giving me something to do while I wait. I wish you the best of luck with that. You got it. You are so on top of that. Does archaeology have anything fancy? I keep seeing dig sites, but it's so annoying without flying. So there is one pet from... So there's like two types of archaeology the way they did it. There is basically Kultiris archaeology and then Zandalar archaeology. They call it like Drustvar, and then there's the Drust and there's the Zandalari, and that's it. There's only two types. Everything on Zandalar is Zandalari. Everything on Kultiris is Drustvar. And then the rewards, there is one trinket on each side, there is one pet on each side, there is one toy on each side. So the pets, there's no mounts. So the pets, archaeology, the restored revenant, that is the Drustvar pet. So that looks like this. These are all pretty easy to get. They're like the new style of rare. So if you do like 5 or 10 dig sites, you'll find them. Not a big deal. And then for the Horde, they got, or the Zandalar ones, they got the Direhorn Hatchling. That is the Zandalari pet. I can show you the toys, because why not? The Drustvar toy, I actually like quite a lot. It's called the Dance of the Dead. You put it down, you get a little targeting reticle, and then it summons like this little ghosty lady that spins in a circle. She's got like the candles, sort of like a banshee thing. So that's the toy. That is on a 10-minute cooldown. That's the Drust toy. And then the Horde one, also 10 minutes. It's the Croak Croc, and it just summons a bunch of toads that come out from you. That's it. That's the whole thing. Loves to learn languages, hates talking to people. Yeah, and it's gonna mean that I won't know how to pronounce anything properly, because if the app couldn't tell me how to do it, then I'm not gonna know. Have you ever heard of BTS? Yeah, I think I might have heard of them a little bit. Weightlifting Fairy is great. Same actress. She rocks. She does. Potion Commotion is the Game Boy game. That doesn't sound like it. Maybe it wasn't Game Boy Advanced. It wasn't DS. Was it Game Boy Color? Hang on. Sabrina, the Teenage... Maybe it was. Game Boy games. Maybe if I see the art, I'll be like, oh, no, you're right. That is it. Game Boy game. Potion Commotion. Oh. Spooked? No. Was it Potion Commotion? Nintendo Game Boy Advanced? Not found on Amazon, not surprising. No, it was not Potion Commotion. Zapped. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The animated series, apparently. It wasn't even Sabrina. It was something else. Zapped. Yes, that was the one. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Animated series Zapped is the one that I had. And that was for Game Boy Color. It wasn't Game Boy Advanced. That was it. Yeah, you could like turn... Yeah, there was those seal things, man. I need to stop looking at that before I have a nostalgia attack. Oh, man. Fighting. Potion commotion, that is money. Flying in the States is just like that now. When I was 16, I got a glass golf club head from my dad from Ireland that stopped me from that. Tweezers got me last time. They swabbed everything, including my hands. Interesting. I haven't had too many problems on flights lately. Aside from that one TSA agent that would have preferred if I was Horde. Do you know when 8.1 will come out, or about when you expect it to? I don't know. I'm expecting mid-November. Kind of early mid-November, late November maybe, but like a couple weeks after BlizzCon probably. I love the skies in BFA. Yeah, Seth, that's exactly why I like those two so much. Is the normal dynamic weirds me out a bit. Evening, what mounts are on the schedule? I think we're actually about done. We've done about 2 hours and 5 minutes today, which is pretty long for Tuesday morning stream. I think my plans, I have a video coming out at noon, so there's gonna be a video in 1 hour. For me today, I'm going to start packing and planning, even though I'm not leaving till Thursday. Just so if I have it done, maybe I can chill. Maybe I can sleep tonight. I don't know. I'm looking forward to BlizzCon. If any of you have questions about anything that I can help you with, feel free to tweet it to me, or Discord, or something. If I have any announcements, I will probably either put them in the Hazel announcements tab of Discord, or I'll tweet them, or Instagram. I don't know. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be okay. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I appreciate the super chats, also very, very helpful. And I will see you on this channel live again, probably Friday from BlizzCon. Wish me luck, and don't judge me if I'm clicking on stuff, because I have my reasons. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.